he also delivers charisma, and Lindy's one of those guys that was able.
Okay, you guys. You guys can all hear me fine? Okay. All right. So today I am talking about 30-minute online parties. And so last year I changed my entire party style after I spoke with a consultant named Jennifer Martins, who is a superstar director in Canada here. And we had a chat, and she was telling me all about her 30-minute parties that she's done forever. And I'm just like, well, that freaking sounds like I want to do that. And so I started actually doing 30-minute parties last year, and I've never done that many parties before. Not only that, online parties I find are hit and miss. I get more hits when I do a 30-minute style because people like literally, you guys, I remember attending, I attend parties just to see what other people are doing. Not Scentsy parties, but just like other parties, like Tupperware and all this. Like when my friends around me are doing parties, I will come and attend because I want to see what they're doing. So I remember I attended a Tupperware party, and it ended up being like 5 to 7 days. But during those 5 to 7 days, I was just like, can you just show me the shit? Like, I just want to see the stuff. Like, can you give me the stuff? I want to see it. I don't want to communicate with everybody every single day for the next 7 days. I don't know this community of people that I was in, and I wasn't interested in just seeing like 3 posts in a day, 7 days in a row. Like that didn't appeal to me. And I just remember how much I hated that. And when I did 5 day or 7 day parties, I just didn't find that they were as successful as they could be. Like people come in, they want to buy the stuff, and then over time they lose their excitement for the stuff that they want, right? And then they always have to make sure that you have to make sure that they're always communicating with on the page every single day. And to me, that's exhausting to me. It's exhausting trying to get people to communicate in a party. And so if I don't want to communicate in a party, why am I requiring people who attend my parties to communicate in a party? I just, you know what? I just want to see the stuff and I want to order it and then get on with my day. And so I just find people don't have time in their day to sit around and wait for you to finish off your party, to do this 7 day thing. Anyway, so I completely started doing 30-minute parties last year, and I did way more parties than I ever have. And I did way more sales. My parties were overactive, most of them, almost all of them. And I think there was, and I can actually pinpoint the ones who that didn't do well and the reasons why they didn't do well. So I will also go through hostess coaching like really quickly. Like hostess coaching can be its own training on its own, but I want to quickly run through what I do for hostess coaching because it is imperative to do hostess coaching to make sure your online parties are super successful. But personally, for me, I just find 5 day and 7 day parties are super exhausting. And I just personally want to see the stuff and I want to buy it and then go on with my day. I don't want to have to be in your group page waiting for you to post stuff 7 days in a row. So I'll just kind of run through, and I really do. I want to give credit where credit is due. And Jen Martins absolutely changed my business last year by telling me kind of what she did. And literally, you guys, all it is taking an online party, a mock party, those mock party pages that you see. If you already have an online party, it's nothing different. All you're doing is you're posting everything in 30 minutes. So instead of stretching your posts out for 7 days, you're literally doing them in a 30-minute time span. And so one of the things that I said, like I did two things. I posted publicly to see who wanted to host a party. I emailed it out. And then I also private message. Private message always does way better than anything else. So if you have people who have hosted parties before, these are the great time to kind of message them this. So this is sort of something that I say to them. I say something like, I know your time is valuable, but you still want free Scentsy. So I'm offering 30-minute online fast-paced parties. So you can kind of get in and get out, and you can get some free Scentsy. So that's kind of sort of what I email people. I kind of switch it up a little bit in message, but that's it. Like it's literally offering their time to shorten their time to have a party, so you don't have to do these long 5-7 day parties, and it's fast-paced 30-minute parties. So if you can say those couple words, people are like, oh, what are you talking about? And so I will run through quickly hostess coaching. And I know you guys already know kind of what hostess coaching is, but I'll tell you right now, the parties that did really bad for me are because the hostess wasn't doing what I required them to do. So I have requirements for my hostess, and I'm super strict on the requirements. And if they don't do it, I tell them they're not going to have a successful party. So whether I'm texting back and forth with them, I immediately say in the very beginning, before I even open up the party, is I require 3 things from them. Number one, I make sure I tell my host if she doesn't personally invite her people, her party will not do well. So I make sure she knows that off the bat. She has to personally invite people. She cannot do a massed group throw in my group. She can't go through her friends list and say add, 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 add. I tell my hostesses I will not add anybody that you are mass grabbing to throw in the group. I'm like, you have to personally invite people. So the 3 requirements are personal invitations only. Then I require her to give me her 3 favorite items, like her 3 favorite products. And then I have her give me a name of a person that's going to be the VIP host. So that's a second hostess. But it's really just for commenting. It's her best friend, her best buddy, or her best person that loves Scentsy too. And their job, both of their jobs, is to comment underneath every single post. So it's pretty much a buddy that's going to help her along. And I call her the VIP host, and she actually usually gets like a free bar or just a little free little something in her bag for being the VIP host along with the hostess. So those are the 3 beginning things that I make sure that my hostess knows about. The hostess is then required on start day of the party. My hostess is required to send a message to every single person that she has now in the group. So if she has 20 people in the group, she has to send 20 text messages to each person reminding them of the party. So she does that on the start day. So if the party starts on Sunday, she is texting them on Sunday to make sure that they know they have to now text everybody as a reminder to be there at like 7 p.m. And then I don't mention this until the very end, this one right here, but the 5th thing that I require from a hostess is when the party is done. So if the party starts on Sunday, it ends on Sunday, on Monday, she is now required to text message every single person inside the party and to ask them if they have an order for her. So honestly, these personal text messages have to be done. If they are not done, she will not have a successful party. If she is not doing it, then I will take it upon myself to complete that because, I mean, it's money out of my pocket if she's not doing her work, right? And so I will then, if she's not text messaging people, and I can tell she's not text messaging people, get orders on like the last day, I will do it for her. And I'll tell you something right now. I had a party a couple months ago, and I laid out the rules. I was super strict with the rules. And number one, this person started mass throwing people into a group. And she had, I think, she invited 100 people. So immediately I knew she did not text message 100 people to personally invite them. So I immediately knew this was a mass throw-in. And so I messaged her, and I was actually quite angry about it because I knew she wasn't doing the work, and I immediately knew this party probably was not going to work out. And so I reiterated with her that she needs to personal message these people to make sure that they want to be in the page. So at the end of the day, I ended up adding everybody, but if they don't accept the invite, they don't get pulled in. So when I did click yes, you can come into the party, they weren't added because that person actually has to accept the invite. But at the end of the day, the hostess has to private message people to invite them into the party. And I do not do a party if they're not doing that. That is like the most basic rule that you can have as a consultant, is to make sure that your hostesses are doing that. Anyway, so I had somebody do that. And then at the end of it, because she wasn't doing what I had told her to, and she was mass bringing people in, her party actually wasn't getting orders. And so at the end of it, I had to personally message the people that were in there. She only ended up with like 4 or 5 people in the party. She would have had a lot more if she had did the proper thing. It was personally invite, but she didn't. And so she only had her daughters and like one of her best friends in there. And so at the end of the day, I knew her party wasn't going to work out. And I think she just got active just at 265 because she bumped it up to be able to get, so she purchased some things to bump that up. But I do have hostesses that do the right things. And one of my hostesses, by the end of the 30-minute party, she had $165, okay? $165 worth of sales by the end of the 30 minutes. I then gave her the task to message every single person that was in the party. And she did. And within a couple hours, she had $525 in sales. And so that's the difference. They have to do the work to be able to get those sales. You can't just wait for orders to come in. That hostess has to do the work to be able to get those orders in. So that is my requirements of a hostess. And I make sure that they are doing them because I don't know her friends, right? I don't know them. So they're the ones that are going to be able to get those sales that are better. So, okay, so my 30-minute party. So I also offer parties on Sundays and Mondays. I try not to do parties on Fridays and Saturdays because that's when people go out. People are busy. Not everybody is at home. I mean, people with kids maybe are, but also they're going away for the weekends or whatever. So I find Sunday evenings are my personal favorites. Not only that, Sunday evenings, I find a lot more people will host a party. And Monday evenings are a good day as well. So if I open up a party, if I want to do a party for Sunday evening, I will open up the group on a Wednesday. Well, I will start the group on a Wednesday. I'll start scheduling my stuff in there because you have to schedule it. There's no way that you'll be able to do a party in 30 minutes by you like copy, paste, post, copy, paste, post. You have to schedule it. So I open the group on Wednesday. I add the hostess in on Thursday evening. So the reason why I do this is because I don't want everybody in there for 5 days. I want a short amount of time. I want people to know that they're in the group, and then I want the party to start, okay? That's kind of how I want it. So I do add the hostess probably about Thursday evening. I'm like, you can now start inviting, and they have to do those personal invites beginning then as soon as I add her into the group. So she has all of day Friday and all of day Saturday to get as many people into the party as possible. And then on Sunday, start day, this is when and here's the thing, is like, I am telling them what to say. I give the hostess what to say. I don't say, okay, now go personally invite people. I actually give her the wording. So don't be afraid to like hold their hand and give them exactly what they need. Okay. So if it's just an invite, just say, or if it's like on Sunday and the party starts, just say, hey, Sarah, don't forget, you're in my Sensi group and our party is just 30 minutes. So super easy. Just keep refreshing the page, but we start at 7 p.m. Easy, easy. And it's just a reminder for everybody. So here is kind of what I do when the hostess is in and people are coming in. On Friday, I do two posts. I do two posts on Friday. One of them is a welcome. And out of everything that you can do on a online party page, your welcome is one of the most important. Okay. Your welcome post is where everybody will either trust you or not. Okay. So that one post, that very first post that you put on the page is probably one of the most important things. So you have to take a picture of yourself. There has to be a picture out there that you're all done up, looks bright and airy, whatever you can do. You have to have one photo of yourself that shows you in a professional light, if that makes sense. Okay. So your welcome post is one of the most important. So actually, let me go into one of my parties really quickly. I also, just so you're aware, I do have a link to a mock 30-minute party that I have done. I'll send you guys the link to that party in here, and then I'll share it with all the superstar directors that are going to share the recording of this as well. So you guys can get added into the group and grab whatever, like you can grab the whole party for your own use. So give me a sec here. So my welcome, where is it? So this is my welcome. Welcome to Sarah's online party. My name is Carla Hunter. I've been selling Scentsy and doing parties for 15 years. I started out when my kids were just small while being a stay-at-home mom. I just needed a little bit of extra cash. Now they're grown and pretty much on their own. I work hard at this business and currently have so many teammates all over the world, 15 years in, and I focus on many things, but especially helping and leading my teammates is my favorite thing. Thank you, Sarah, for choosing me as your consultant for your party. If anyone has questions or needs help ordering, please reach out to me via DM or text. And then I put how this party will work. Start time is here. Closing time is here. Come in at 7 and keep refreshing the page. My parties only last 30 minutes. So there will be a new post every 1 to 2 minutes. Your time is valuable and no one has time for 5-day parties. That's kind of what my welcome, and then I have a nice photo of myself. And someone just said, could you share the host wording for your text? I can, let me write that down. Inside that party that I have for everybody to join, I'll actually make a post with all the host wording then. I can get that done tomorrow and I'll have that in there for you. So you can kind of just copy and paste. So on Friday, like I said, there's two posts. One of them is my welcome. The next one is how to place an order. So it's all the ways that they can place an order with you online, through a Word doc, or like through like a Google Doc kind of deal. On Saturday, I have two more posts that go out. One of them is the hostess's favorite things. So like I said, she gives me her 3 favorite things. And the thing is like the hostess will sell her favorite things. That's why I love asking for favorite things, is then I then go out and find the most gorgeous photos of the things that she wants. And then I post them in a post. For their example, this one she gave me 2, and I said, your hostess has picked out her favorite things. These items are gorgeous, so check out the pictures to see them. And one of them was the lemon grove warmer, and the other one was a sugar chalet diffuser from back in the winter. And then I said, all orders placed with us will go towards the total of her party, which will help her earn these items for free or half price. Thank you for attending her party, which start tomorrow at 7 p.m. And the next thing I post on the same day is just the catalog and links. I give the stuff to them. I don't hoard it until the party. I give them all the links to all the brochures. Like if it's Christmas time, they'll get the holiday one, they'll get everything. So I will give them a link to the catalog. and to the website, my PWS, they can order whenever. So they get all that on the day before the party. On Sunday, I put in the information about the buy five, get one free because it's available at all times. And plus buy five or buy six and get 10% off, which is the new bundle in the catalog now. So I post that in one thing. I also then start with engagement during the day. I will do, are you team apple or strawberry or something like, you know what I mean? Those engagement posts. And then 1 hour before the party, I say there's 1 hour before we start. And then I just make sure that that day the hostess has done her job of inviting everybody personally or reminding everybody personally via text. Okay. So then literally the party is a mock party that everybody else is doing. That's 5 and 7 days. It's just all condensed into 30 minutes. So you're posting everything within 1 minute or 2 minute time frames. For me, how many was there? I think I have 25 posts that I do in a 30-minute period. Depending on if there are more collections that are available, like, you know, holiday collection, Christmas collection, summer collection, Mother's Day collection, like I will kind of put like a couple extra in if there's new collections that are, or take a collection out because it's been discontinued, put a new collection in into that space kind of deal. But anyways, that's kind of what my 30-minute party is. And then on Monday, the next day, so usually I tell people we're going to close the party Sunday night. If the party was Sunday, it's going to like party end Sunday. I want your order on Sunday. That's usually kind of how I want it. But we all know that never happens. We never really close our party on closing day. It's usually the next day. And so on Monday, that is when I make sure that now the hostess is messaging every person at the party to see if they want to place an order. And this part here, Monday, is where the dollar amount can change. This is where you can go from $200 to $600 in orders, like this exact task that you are giving your hostess. This is game-changing activity for every single party. And literally, guys, that's it. Like I feel like I'm not teaching anything new because we all know how to do online parties, but have you tried condensing them? Have you tried condensing them in 30 minutes? Because I just find people are like, yeah, like I find I get more interaction in a 30-minute period than people having to wait for your posts every single day. And at the end of the day, if I kind of think of it, I am posting on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you want to think of it like that, it's kind of open for 3 days. It's not really, but sort of it is. We're just kind of getting everybody, as you're getting people in, you're doing 2 posts a day. And then Sunday is like game time for like 30 minutes. And everything is posted in 30 minutes. And then after the 30 minutes is, what do? Let me look. Oh, another big tip I will tell you in an online party, and I find a lot of people skip this one, is don't skip posting about the join information. So many people skip this one. You'll post all the product stuff for sales, but you're skipping the join information. I have signed up a lot of people from adding that join information in here. And the image that I use is I went onto Canva and I found a template where you can add a whole bunch of photos. Like, you know, like say there's like 12 photos in a Facebook banner. And I added all the pictures where I've met up with my team. We went to like SFR, like fun team photos, and I placed them all on an image. And then that's what I share. So I now, like my team shares this photo inside their parties. And so if you have team photos, or if you've been to SFR and your upline has team photos, take her team photos that you may or may not be in, make your own little collage, because that is really what people are looking for, community and friends and stuff. And so missing out on that join opportunity inside of a party It's one of the last things that I add. And the reason why I add it, one of the last things, is because when you scroll the page, they're all in order of when you posted. And the join thing is the third or fourth last post that I post. So all you have to do is scroll like twice and you see it, right? And so it's automatically, they're going to see it every time they kind of refresh the page or they come on tomorrow. It's one of the first things that they'll see, the first kind of post that they have to scroll by. But don't not post the join information. It's really, really important. Just make sure you have like a fun photos with team or whatever, wherever you're going in the world. Put it all together in a collage. That's kind of what I do. See what else I got. My last post is just thank you for coming to our online party. All orders need to be finalized by 9 p.m. tonight. So just hand them to us, blah, blah, blah. And then that's it. The next day, I then post, we are closing, finalizing, and if there's any last minute things, then but that is my last post. I don't do anything else on the page. One thing also I get really good feedback on, I don't have it in my mock party, but I've done a video on warranty. Sometimes I post it, sometimes I don't. I need to redo it. It's a couple years old now, so I feel like I don't look the same anymore. But people don't know about the warranty information. And if you do a short little 3-minute video just talking about the warranty information or just screenshotting the bottom of your PWS where that information is and posting the warranty information, a ton of people do not know anything about the warranty information. And I've gotten them repeat back coming to me or just people like being a super happy that I was able to help them with something that was broken in their home. So that's always something that I sometimes add at the very end of my parties as well, is the warranty information. Someone said, do you have, actually, I can share mine and you could just switch out share my Canva. Yeah, I'll send you my Canva template when I send the video here. But that's it, you guys. I just feel like I literally have changed my business last year because of these 30-minute online parties. A lot more people are interested in doing just quick, fast-paced parties because they don't want to be locked in for days and days and days on end. And it really is exhausting. For me, I just want to see the stuff. Just show me the stuff, like within a half an hour. Like if you want to do hour, you can do 60-minute parties. That's totally fine. Just spread them out a little further. But people just want to see the stuff. They want to, sit in their loungewear, refresh the page, and just get it all done in 30 minutes. I just find that works better for me, and I very much enjoy that type of party style now. And that's literally the only thing that I offer in party style. Well, I do home parties too, but I really love online parties because I was able to make them work. And when they're not working, you don't feel very happy with your business, right? So if it's not working for you, just keep changing it and tweaking it or making sure that your hostess is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Tracy said, do you ever go live in them? So I used to go live in online parties. I just find when I go live, the minutes go on. But I did attend an online party before, and I really loved her online videos. So yes, I've done live before, but I don't normally do them inside of a 30-minute party. I will do them in an hour party. So I've done an hour party before, and I've done I've done usually 3 videos. One of them was a 3-minute video on the different types of warmers we have. Another video was on the air systems we have. Another video was on the diffusers, and I also had another video on the warranty. So those were kind of sporadically around, and I never do live videos longer than 3 minutes. People don't want to hear you talking. forever. They want 2 minutes, 3 minutes max, and that's about it. And so if you are doing live video or even recorded videos to post, you don't want to do them longer than that. But for me personally, I don't do live 30-minute parties, which I know there are people out there that do. I don't do that. But you can. That's another really great thing that you can think about doing as well, is a live 30-minute party as well. Just have your display behind you and show the things. But for me, I do mostly posts. Someone said, where would you find the warranty information that you mentioned? So warranty information is on your PWS at the very bottom of the page inside the shipping information section. So you open up the shipping, it'll say warranty there as well. Carmen, I sort of scrolling back and look. Carmen asked, do you do a live to welcome them? I have, yes. My last couple parties, I have not. I've just done a video. But I do find when you do a live welcome, it works really well as well. You have to here's the thing you have to think about as a consultant as well. When you're adding yourself to a page and then you're adding people that you don't know into the page, the very first thing that they do is they research you. They're researching you as the consultant. So if you don't look trustworthy, if they click on your name and they see nothing on your personal page, why would they order from you? Do you look like a real consultant? Do you look like you're running a business? Is your website address on your Facebook page? Do you ever talk about Scentsy on your Facebook page? When they look at your Facebook page, what do they see? Do they see you being negative all the time, or do they see you with family and kind of things? So you have to think about that. Also, if you're doing online parties and you're adding everybody into the group, everybody is researching you and they're clicking your name to see who you are, and they're looking at all your photos on your Facebook. So you, as a consultant, have to look trustworthy. So that should be like one of your biggest major things right now. If you wanted to start doing online parties or anything online like this, go and look at your Facebook page. Say, hey, if I was somebody that didn't know me, would I want to book a party with me? Right? Is my hair done in all my photos? Or not even all of them, but at least some of them. Right? So, but yes, I have done live welcomes. Don't do live welcomes longer than 3 minutes. And then someone on here said, how do you keep your crowd engaged? And says, sorry, I'm late. Hopefully you haven't covered it. The thing is like with a 30-minute party, there's always activity. They're always refreshing. There's always something brand new on the page immediately, and they can read and look through the photos. And they refresh. There's something brand new on the page. They refresh. There's something brand new on the page. So really, the whole party is super exciting. And remember, your hostess and her VIP hostess is going to be commenting on every single thing, right? Because that's what you're requiring of them to do during the party. So that's kind of how you keep the excitement going. You can also do a giveaway at the end based on how many people are commenting on it. If you do games in other parties that you've done before, you can add the game to the party. I don't normally do a lot of party games, but I will do, like, if you're commenting, you're going to get added into a draw, right? And so it's just, the whole party is just like really fast paced and quick. So it is exciting to do the whole thing anyway. And then after 30 minutes, it's done. And then honestly, you're just like, oh, okay, that party was done. Now it's just time to get orders. So literally, it's not like you're going on 7 days in a row trying to figure out, okay, who can I connect with today, or who can you get added into the page for the next 7 days kind of deal. It's like, it's already, you get in and you can do the party and then we're all done. So I do have a group, actually, I'm going to share it right now in here. I didn't finish it. I was doing it today. It's not done. And you can't comment. It's like you can't comment on the page. I closed it off for commenting. But I will finish up the party. Also, I'm Canadian, so the pricing that you see is Canadian. So just change up the pricing. And I try not to add photos into parties with pricing on them so everybody can use them. So all the photos can be used except for the host a party one because I did put a Canadian one in there. But other than that, everything can be used by everybody. You just change out the pricing. Um, and I just added the link into the comments. I'll also add it when I download the recording. I'll add it all in for everybody to share. You're welcome, Tracy. I literally, honestly, when I started doing this last year, I couldn't believe the change in my business with parties. When you require the hostess to do things, it changes your business. So don't hesitate to be a little bit strict with your hostess. Don't go in being like, okay, we'll just add your friends now. No, be strict. Say, okay, I have requirements for you to be able to host this party, and these are what it is. So that's what I do. But I think that's my personality. You know what I mean? I don't want to like waste my time. I don't want to waste everybody's time. I just literally want to show everybody the stuff. So that's about it, you guys. I feel like I'm kind of just re-saying what I'm saying. But if you already are doing online parties, you don't even have to take my online party. Just use what you have already and just shorten the time. That's it. We're doing the exact same things. And and also, this is somebody else's party. This really isn't a party that I created. I stole this from somebody else and I've been using it. And I wish I knew who it was. There's so many people out there that create online mock parties. And I think I took a little bit from everybody. But I can't remember who I took this from. So this is not me making a brand new party. This is just a party that's already out there and I changed it up and just I post them together. So that's about it, you guys. If there's not any other questions, I will get going and I'll get this recording sent to your upline.